Well, Jill Blakeway treats families for a host of problems at her traditional Chinese medicine center called the Yin Ova Center. It's in New York City's Union Square.
Yeah, but it's her work that's helping women conceive that she's really known for, and that's also what makes this fertility goddess an inspirational woman. Check it out.
I love my job. I feel like I found my path when I found Chinese medicine.
To me, she's a fertility goddess because I feel like ancient people relied on their belief in icons like goddesses, and they explained to them things about themselves that were mysterious, about their bodies and how reproduction works.
Marissa Schwartz started seeing Jill Blakeway after doctors told her she had a less than 1% chance of conceiving and 3 failed IVF cycles.
She really gave me something to believe in other than there's a 99.9% chance this isn't going to happen. She said, well, that's not 100%, and let's try.
After nearly a year of treatments, including acupuncture and Chinese herbs, Marissa became pregnant on her own.
Even my Western doctor said that he couldn't believe it. And Jill cried when I told her. She was so overwhelmed with the fact that our journey had actually led us there. I really felt like she was a partner, and she knows that every year on my kids' birthdays, I write to her because I know it would never have happened without her.
Marissa now has 2 healthy boys, Milo and Levi. She's just one of Jill's many success stories.
I became known as someone who helps women conceive really by accident in some ways. I was a general practitioner with a strong interest in gynecology. So if you help one woman get pregnant, of course, lots of others show up because they tell all their friends. And so before I knew it, really, my practice was bursting at the seams with women trying to conceive, and that's how I started to help women have babies.
Jill found acupuncture after she was treated for chronic pain. She was amazed with the results and decided to do a Master's of Science in Traditional Chinese Medicine in California. During that time, she studied under a doctor who is both a gynecologist and an acupuncturist.
And she really inspired me because she taught me that the two combined could be very, very powerful, and that you could use Chinese medicine to really powerfully affect gynecological problems like infertility and menstrual problems and things like that. So I, inspired by her, came to New York and started to treat women.
Jill not only treats the physical symptoms that cause infertility, but addresses the stress that trying to conceive can create.
They don't know from month to month what's going to happen, and they get very, very worn down. So part of my job is keeping their morale going and making sure they have a good plan. And that plan involves Chinese medicine, but it also involves Western medicine. And I see part of my job as helping them navigate the Western medical system and making sure that they get the best of both worlds. The part I love about my job is the fact that I get to see pictures of these wonderful babies, and I get to help these great couples who are struggling to conceive, which is just the most horrible, horrible, horrible dilemma, have babies. And they bring them in to show me, they bring the babies in. Everything stops at the Yin Ova Center for a baby, as you can imagine, while we all coo and pass the baby around. And it's a happy job.
That has to be the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
See the pictures and the babies
And then when they bring
back.
the babies back into the clinic,
Yes.
99.9% chance you'll never conceive, and then she helped that woman. That's pretty astounding.
I know, and she has to get a lot of satisfaction out of doing what she does to see them coming back. So it's really good. For her next project, Jill's going to take on lackluster libido.
Ooh.
She's got a new book out next year talking about that, and it features.
Libido.
It's a 6-week plan, just 6 weeks to get
Just
your
6
mojo
weeks.
back. Yeah, and it's based on ancient Taoist texts and also Chinese wisdom.
Boy, when I think getting your freak on, I think Taoists. I think, boy, those
6
Taoists.
weeks, baby.
There's still more of Better to come.